now. I need some time to think.
Ever play sabacc?
Sure. You?
First time I played, I won 9 games in a row.
You're just that good, huh?
That's the thing. I'm not. It was luck. Never played sabacc again.
Marin's wasted no time in getting comfy on the Manus.
Oh, yeah? What did she do?
Well, for one, she conveniently seems to forget to clean her own dirty dishes. They just sit right there, right on the table, as if to say, "Here, Grays, you clean me."
Maybe she hexed them.
What? She can do that? Maybe you should pitch in and do some George BD, and beeping ain't chores.
So next, maybe...
Headed to Kobo's finest watering hole.
I need to clear my mind.
You're brooding. Again.
That easy to read my mind?
It's no Jedi trick. Just pay attention.
On the Shattered Moon, I saw Dagon confront Centauri. He was so consumed by Tanalorr that he completely lost his way. Reminds me of my fight with the Empire these last few years. Let's just say I don't want to end up like him.
You are very stubborn, but ambition does not drive you.
I just don't understand why she didn't see the change in him before it was too late.
They dreamed together and suffered together. A shared dream is not so easy to wake from. Is that what troubles you? Losing yourself?
Yeah. A little.
If you ever stray from your path, we will guide you back. With Ravis dead, the Bedlam Raiders have been wounded. This makes them dangerous.
They weren't exactly harmless before.
No, they were not. I will look after the outpost. The Raiders may strike if they think we are vulnerable.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
I know you will, and I will be waiting.
I gotta hand it to you, kid. Things are looking better than ever.
And you wanted to sit this one out.
Oh, well, count on you to prove me wrong, Cal. When we were all ready to fold, you never stopped fighting.
And we can't stop now.
Yeah, I know, we still got a lot of work ahead of us. But you gotta remember to stop and appreciate how far we've come.
All our work is really paying off, BD.
We've expanded into our final plot. But let's chat. I can still assist in other gardening matters. The garden is fully expanded. Well done, Cal. This, of course, comes with benefits. There should now be more than enough goodness in the soil to boost the plant's growth. And, if you prefer, you could put plants in stasis at the size of your choosing.
Want to plant some seeds?
The garden resonates with you.
Now where should this go? This would be a good place for it. And now we wait. Perfect. Got new seeds to plant. We've got other plans for you. There you go, little seed. The right color can make this plant pop. That's the spot. And you go over here.
Every plant bears a secret.
How about here? Let's plant this here. Here, BD. Got some seeds. Let's get them in the ground. Okay, this is really impressive. Hope it does well over there. We've got a lot to choose from here. Can't wait to see that one grow. And planted. Okay, the seed is in. Get to growing. All right, ready to do some gardening?
I appreciate your time and effort, Cal.
Here looks good. What do you think of Kobo so far?
It's nice.
But
So many here are starving, hungry for more priorite, more credits, more land. No one is content where they are.
aren't plants the same?
How so?
Well, they're constantly hungry, constantly craving more sunlight, more space.
You have a point.
Wanting more doesn't always mean you're greedy. It just means you'd like to grow.
Wise words. I will keep this in mind as our own garden grows. We can talk later.
Har, right? You said you're from around here?
Been all over Kobo, but I knew I had to foot slog it back to the Reach when I heard the stories. They say it's been a right barnyard since you arrived.
Word traveled that fast, huh?
If it's privacy you're worried about, mate, don't be. No one listens to old Har. But stop by if you ever want to hear the latest yarns, eh? My eyes, what they are, I couldn't hit a tree with a boulder, but I got ears like a bull.
So, Scuba, back to your story. Were you actually marooned in deep space by Captain Wet?
Aye, lad. There I sat, tummy a-rumble, gazing out at the void. My somber reflection staring back from the porthole. Was it hours? Years? Neither would faze me. But I do recall this. After a term most interminable, there she was, like a bowsprit cutting through a crest. A great space whale, still sporting the grapnel's imprint on her side, emerged from a parted void. Aye, even now it brings the salt to my eyes. Her great blubbery undulations tossed me pod through the stars like a goose-winged skiff. The stars swirled about like 100,000 fishes until suddenly I saw a planet below. There my pod crashed, and there I was rescued by kindly locals. I had been saved by this marvelous creature from the depth of space. I tried searching for her. Alas, to no avail. She eluded me for years before I packed my satchel and headed home to Sakavi Tar. Most didn't believe what I'd seen. They say she was not with the terminal spasm of a starving salt's brain. But I know what I saw, lad. I know what I saw. Of course, when I returned home, things were not as I remembered them. But that be a tale for another time.
I heard from Grease that our brave pals simply tore through those raiders without so much as breaking a sweat.
Breeze told you this?
Indeed. You ain't never seen someone move like that. So he says.
The Latero lies. You must make him fear you. Then he will speak truth.
Oh, Cal, here you are. So, is that how it happened?
No.
I told you. Breeze lies.
How mortifying.
He must pay. We should curse him. Make him suffer.
If you hurt him, he won't be able to cook you scaz steaks.
Nobody asked your opinion, Cal Kestis.
Z, got any advice on confronting Dagon?
Well, in my day, I did watch him spar countless times. A ferocious warrior, that one, with a keen instinct for recognizing weakness. So don't show any.
If only it was that easy.
I know. Why is it our enemies Jedi's always seem to be the ones to exploit our failings.
How do you like Pyloons?
It is like an oasis. A dirty oasis. Tell Grease I said that and you will regret it, droid.
I know it's not much, but it's home.
Hush now! This outpost is absolutely quaint. But perhaps it could use a new coat of paint.
Cal, what do you think?
Yeah, why not? I bet people would appreciate it.
I can help you hook up the wiring.
Ooh, it's a date. Carl, look at all that's happening around here. And you're so often at the center of things. Careful, careful.
What do you mean? I'm just trying to help.
Admirable, of course, but good deeds often place one in the spotlight.
That's the last thing I want.
Granted, this is just a backwater cantina, not a Coruscant parlor, but a little caution is wise. Gossip always travels faster than light.
Great to see you.
Cal, I've been meaning to, well, I was a little curt when last we spoke about how my shipping operation was shut down.
Don't worry. I've heard worse.
I really did lose everything, you know? Everyone. That's what brought me to Koba with what few wares I had left. Monk lets me keep my things in the back room. Go on. See if anything suits your fancy. Not like anyone here has credits to spend. Anyhow, I shouldn't take my troubles out on you.
Thanks, Moran.
Say, Cal, what do you make of this place?
It's not too shabby. Lots of potential.
Yes, well, anything has potential if you squint hard enough.
What about you? You seem to spend a lot of time here.
What do I think? I'll lay it out for you. This place violates about 24 business fundamentals, giddily deploys false advertising practices, and is riddled with moles I daren't investigate. And yet, it serves drinks and doesn't close its doors when the Bedlam Raiders march into town. That's more than you can say for any other establishment on this rock.
So why'd you choose to study the High Republic?
You know, I think it is the same reason that people are flocking to Pyloon's saloon. Everyone is excited about the possibility of what Kobo could become. I believe that is the kind of optimism that defined the High Republic.
Maybe you're right about that.
Monk, I could really use a drink.
You ever get homesick, Tulok?
From time to time, there are quite a few things I miss.
Like what?
The many rivers, bloody trout leaping over the current, and the food that I crave.
Oh, yeah?
Handmade dumplings stuffed with potato and kushnip. I miss the taste of banson, a minty spice that enlivens every taste bud.
You should talk to Grease. Maybe you can whip something up that reminds you of home.
A wise suggestion, Sojourner.
Seems like you and Doma have some history.
That's right. She took me in, showed me around, hid me, because I was on the run, Cal.
On the run, huh? What'd you do?
The heist of the century. Every bounty hunter in the galaxy was after me.
You pulled off a heist?
Is that so hard to believe?
Well, yeah.
And that's how I pulled it off. No one thinks much of me around here, so they never see me coming.
Hey, Monk.
What can I do for you? Gotta hand it to you, Cal. Wherever you go, the action surely follows.
Hey, you wanted customers, right?
That I did. The place is packed. And if we keep going at this rate, we're gonna need a bouncer.
Well, maybe Mosey's looking for some extra income.
Interesting proposition. If I had to put my life in someone else's hands, it'd be Mosey's.
Till next time, pal.
Word is that Ravis got bumped off.
Word travels fast.
Sure, when there's credits to be made. Send the raiders running, and we're in business.
That's right. We get back into the gorge, kickstart those dams. We finally make some real scratch.
Those dams are in rough shape. Think you're up to it?
I know them like the hairs on my back.
What Grok here means is we can make them sing again. Yeah, trust us.
Cal, glad you're here. There's talk of a giant piazza nesting in an animal graveyard on the far side of the valley. Figured you want to check it out.
You figured right.
Look at you. Already sounding like a local. Oh, before I forget, I heard there were a pair of newcomers over by the stone spires. I want to look for them.
I already found them. They're gonna start a holotactics table at Pyloon's.
Now we're talking. Piazza that size, well, just don't take it lightly.
I won't. Thanks, Mosey. Who taught you to hunt, Mosey?
Well, I grew up in a large family. My siblings and I competed with one another. For attention, praise, food sometimes. Had to be the strongest to stand out.
Sounds intense.
Yeah, Mama was hardest on me. Always pointing out a mistake, criticizing my techniques.
That must have toughened you up.
Yeah, it likely did. But I've come to resent it. Probably the reason why I flung myself here.
Barely knew my parents.
Yeah. Well, that ain't always a bad thing now, is it?
You know what this place needs?
A working refresher?
Discipline. Those mouth-breathing raiders just walked in here and made off with Z. I go off planet for 1 second, and the whole place has gone soft. They gotta get it through their heads that I can't be their fearless leader all the time.
People have to learn to defend themselves, Grease. We can't fight their battles for them.
I know. Come on now. It'll be okay. Prospector's Folly, we call it. Pretty treacherous. Crawling with all kinds of dangers.
Sounds like our kind of place.
Confound it! What now?
So, after years of searching for the great whale, I returned home to the frozen shores of Zakavi Tar, where my tale began. And this world on which I was weaned and warmed seemed but a moon to me careworn eyes. So small. I foot-slogged my way back to Undun's cave, but I found it empty, and somehow colder than I remembered. You know, lad, sometimes the truth brings peace, and sometimes it brings sadness. The fish is nae always what you thought it'd be when it bit the line. I dragged myself out of that cave and back to my village. And what I discovered next sent a spar through me thrice-pickled belly. All me kith and kin, old and bairn, drenched by famine and cold. For none other than Captain Wanyik Wet had been fishing in their waters, sparing what few fish remained and taking them off-world. And so it was that I found myself once again in search of the dread captain and his crew. Not just for my own justice, but to liberate my very home. When we next speak, I'll tell you what became of my crusade.
If you're with the Raiders, I don't want trouble.
Easy. We're not. We're not Empire either.
What do you want, then?
We're headed up the mountain. What do you know about it?
You must be crazy to go up there, but I don't know much. The folly was already deadly to most folk even before the Empire set up shop. You should turn back.
Let's see what's up ahead, buddy. There is only the Force.
Eyes up, trooper. Intruder. Can we open fire? Let's shoot him. Negative. This force field can withstand anything these locals throw at it. Authorized access only. Turn back, scum.
Just passing through, officer.
Nothing that ain't made of Durasteel is passing through this electron wall. Weapons hot, sir. Let's shoot him before he gets ideas. Negative. We've got our orders.
Sure you can't make an exception?
Smell that, scum? That's Imperial air you're breathing. So get back before I forget my orders and we see how tough you really are.
Why don't you will lower the shield. I'm not worth your time. It's easier to let me through.
You're not worth my time, scum. It's easier to let you through. Sir? TK-783 to base command. Lower the shield. What? Wait, what?
Orders from command. Remain on high alert. Something has the Raiders on edge.
not a threat. Protect me. Raiders have the Empire spooked. This could get pretty ugly, BD. Visibility. Must have been thriving here once. Now it's a ghost town. Keep your sensors running, BD. I don't trust this place. I knew something was off. An Imperial shuttle. Who knows what kind of cargo it crashed with. Definitely worth checking out. A lot of security, huh? Wonder who was trying to keep things hidden. Help me! Here! Seems we gotta climb the rest of the way. Safer than going on foot.
Trooper, fog and more fog. Ah! Secure this perimeter. I want no more incursions.
Yes, sir. Is there any idea of what the Raiders took from the wreckage?
Whatever they stole, you are not permitted to know. Just kill him already. I'll slice your ribbon. Fight me, traitor. Now, end this.
Your odds of surviving are low. Very low.
No need to tell me.
Pretty big force sent to secure a shuttle. Must be something inside. Anything? Watch out, bud. Not a good day for these droids. Purge trooper. Got what was coming to him. What is it? Oh. You want it? All yours, bud. BD?
Time to go!
Some kind of electro dart? Next time, maybe run a scan before you start firing. Got a dial in the shot. Off we go. Launch it.
Sensors malfunction. At least you're still operational.
Correct. However, battle effectiveness will be reduced as a result.
So if we're attacked, get up nice and close.
Your logic is sound.
Individual
visual detected.
That's a lot of firepower.